Welcome to the Kentucky Abry tutorial on co-teaching. My name is Tara Beth Hall, and I'm a consultant with Kentucky Abry. We encourage you to review and print out 2 documents before proceeding with this module. The first document is the guided notes, which allows you to follow along and jot down key information as you listen. The second document is entitled The Do's and Don'ts of Co-Teaching and is found in the resource section of this module. As we begin to look more closely at the co-teaching experience, let's take time to reflect on this African proverb. It will serve as our mantra along this journey. Generally, co-teaching is thought of as 2 educators coming together for the purpose of increasing student achievement. This process requires open communication and continuous planning by both team members. Although sometimes difficult in the beginning, a committed co-teaching team will quickly realize the benefits this delivery model has for all students. Although often used interchangeably, co-teaching and collaboration are not the same. Collaboration or collaborative teaching refers to the efforts of 2 certified teachers working together in a general education setting to meet the needs of a diverse student population. The co-teaching team typically consists of a content teacher and a special education teacher. This has expanded to include working collaboratively with teachers of English language learners and students who are gifted and talented. You may ask, why all the buzz around co-teaching? Let's look at some reasons why this service delivery model continues to grow throughout the U.S. The federal government has established high standards for all students and increasingly pushes for more opportunities to be provided to those who need remediation, enrichment, and/or struggle with understanding the English language. Co-teaching provides an opportunity for all students, no matter their needs, to receive the same access to instructional content in a general education setting. Marilyn Friend, a renowned expert on co-teaching, points out that this service delivery model is not a requirement for inclusion to occur. Rather, it is an inclusive practice. She further adds that the implementation of co-teaching embraces the belief that all students are valued members of a learning community. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, when 2 teachers share their content knowledge and strategies expertise within the classroom setting, an increase in student learning occurs. When considering co-teaching, start with these key factors in mind. First and foremost, it is imperative that teachers have administrative support. Administrators and team members must believe that all students can and will learn in an inclusive setting. Listen to how one principal used co-teaching to change the mindset of both teachers and students.
One of the things that we had to identify was our mindset of what it means to be a special education class. And unfortunately, we had to address some of those perceptions that came with that as a staff. So one of the first things we did was we adopted the classroom mission for all classrooms, because all kids of all abilities have that right to be in a culture of high expectations. So from this co-teaching initiative, we've now adopted that as well as the Plus Delta framework for all kids. And so whether you're in a structured co-teaching classroom or a general ed setting, all of our people have that mindset now of what are we going to do to work together to achieve these results that we want.
We encourage administrators to access the link in the resource section of this module titled An Administrator's Guide to Co-Teaching. Secondly, the teaching team must be given time to adequately plan instruction while developing the necessary partnership skills for success. Administrators should ensure common planning time be built into the master schedule, and this time must be considered sacred. In a subsequent module, co-teaching is referred to as a marriage between 2 teachers. This may seem a little dramatic, but the pairing of the 2 teachers needs to be made strategically and not seen as a way to fix a struggling teacher. Co-teaching is only successful if the individual strengths of the teaching partners are identified and utilized. Finally, start small in the implementation. Allow one teacher group to grapple with the growing pains and experience success before adding more. Many special education or ELL teachers serve numerous classrooms during the day, so allowing these individuals time to understand the process and comply with necessary IEP requirements is crucial. Remember, building a strong co-teaching classroom is a process that takes time to be perfected. In summary, let's review the basics of this delivery model. Although paraprofessionals or instructional aides serve a valuable role, it is not fair to expect them to deliver instruction. Be sure that having 2 teachers in the same room is valuable. Both teachers come with areas of expertise, and these struggles should be used in daily learning. Be sure that the teachers are co-teaching, not just coexisting. Finally, it is important to understand and realize that small groups of students will still need additional instruction. This can be achieved in a multitude of ways. Just make sure pulling the same students for remediation or enrichment is not the method of choice. This resource is a valuable tool that can be used by both administrators and team members. Periodically, take time to reflect on these questions as you move through the co-teaching process. How are you, your teaching partner, and your administrator ensuring these components are part of your co-teaching experience? What additional training or discussion is needed to ensure each of these components is successfully implemented? How are you and your partner eliminating any divisive language of my kids and your kids in your co-teaching setting? Please take time to review the resources found in this module and the brief video included. For additional information, please contact Kentucky Abry.